Hello and welcome either to Cracking the Cryptic or just to a private video from me. I'm not sure what is going to happen with this recording. And what's going on, you ask? Well, on the Discord server, they held a Secret Santa this year. So the aim was, I don't know if it was invitational or if it was open to everyone in the Setters channel, but I do know that Simon and I were invited to take part. And the goal of this Secret Santa was that each participant would be allocated a giftee and they would create a Sudoku for them. Now, I presume these Sudokus are going to end up in a puzzle pack or something similar, but for now, this is the 23rd of December, and yesterday I was sent my Secret Santa from an unknown person. So I don't know what's going to happen to this video. I don't know what the quality of the puzzle is like. You know, well, I know a bit, but I'll get onto that in a second. But I got this note. First of all, we had to participate. We had to fill in a form which included explaining what our puzzle preferences were. And that's kind of to guide the setter in, I think it demonstrates that these are privately and individually set puzzles. So really, really nice idea. Quite labor intensive for a Secret Santa. Anyway, so I got this note yesterday with this puzzle. Hi Mark, I'm your Secret Santa, and I was absolutely stoked to, in my mind, have won the Secret Santa jackpot by getting to set a personalised puzzle for you. Well, that's very kind, but probably not the same jackpot for everybody. Things did turn out a bit strange though, and I hope you'll forgive me, but I didn't make just one puzzle for you. When I saw I got you as my giftee, my immediate thought was to do something with crossword, but then I read your preferences. Sudoku, XV, Cryptic, innovation, but simple rule set. And I got started on another idea with XV, Cryptic, and a new constraint that I had thought of, which I thought would fit those preferences. I worked on it and really loved how it was turning out, but in the end, it seemed like it would always break. So I opted for making a slightly different one without the extra rule set. That one turned out really well though, so I was happy with it and got in contact with Name Redacted, huge thanks to him, who helped me test it, and he really liked it, in exchange for me testing his puzzle, which had quite a wow factor to it, really great stuff. He encouraged me to try out my original idea, and I gave it another go. With a small change, I managed to get it to work, and I was even more pleased with how that one turned out. So now I'd made 2 puzzles for you. Great for you. Well, it is great for me. Actually, he sent 3 puzzles, because one includes a kind of crossword Sudoku. Now, I mean, I will say, in case this is going out, we don't encourage crossword submissions to the channel, partly because, although a lot of people understand how crossword clues work, the skill in setting them is something that, to be candid, I think you really only get after some years immersed in the world of crosswords. And well, we just don't encourage it. We rarely get puzzles that we think we would publish, so that's why we don't. Anyway, though, I've got 2 Sudokus. I've got that other thing. It's like a hunt virtually for me. What I thought I would do is have a go at solving the 2 Sudokus that are just Sudokus whilst being recorded, and then they may be videos one day, or even if not, I can send it when I eventually find out, if I do, who my Secret Santa was. I can send it to him so he can see me solving his puzzle, which, you know, feels like some sort of reward for the labour, I would hope. Now, the rule set here, actually, yeah, it is reasonably simple as long as you know what XV and Cryptic are, but the rule set is this. Normal Sudoku rules apply and XV rules apply, so that wherever, throughout the puzzle, wherever any 2 neighbouring cells have a total of 5 or 10, we get a V for 5 or an X for 10 marked. So these 2 cells must add up to 10, and because the negative constraint does apply with the XV rules, these 2 cells do not add up to 10 or 5 because they have no mark. Now the Cryptic rules are different. So with the Cryptic dots, the normal Cryptic dots are meaning is being used, and that is that any 2 cells connected by a black dot have a ratio of 1 to 2. So these could be 3 to 6 in any order, 4, 8, 2, 4, or 1, 2. Those are the combinations. Any two cells connected by a white dot, and we've only got one pair of those, are consecutive digits. But with the crop key, there is no negative constraint. So any other two cells could potentially have a black or white dot not shown. So those are just basically 5 dots. So 5 pairs of cells that we are given additional information about. And that's it. That's all we've got. So if this is going out, I will be providing a link under the video. Do give it a try. As I say, I know nothing about this puzzle except that it has been tested by Name Redacted. So that's good news. Somebody's tried it. But I'll tell you what my first impression is. Well, I mean, I'll tell you what. I'll say let's get cracking and we will start. But my first impression is this is astonishing that this can be a puzzle. It's called XV ring, and that's because you've got this kind of Fistomephel ring of XVs. And okay, I can see one thing about the V's in that ring, which I'll probably come back to in a moment. But apart from that, you've got these 5 dots and nothing else. How can this be a puzzle? If it works, and I'm sure it does, I feel it's going to be very difficult. And let's see. So the place I start with a crop key like this, with so little information, I'll come back to that V thing in a moment, but first look at these black dots. They're connected. So this is a run of 3 connected cells. Now that rules out, because they're all in the same box, that rules out 3, 6, because it would have to go 3, 6, 3, and that's obviously impossible. So this is either a run of 1, 2, 4 or 2, 4, 8, and that means this cell is either 2 or 4. Now what it also means, I can see, is that that 2 and 4 must be in this group, and therefore they can't be in this cell, which is on a V. So that has to be 1 or 3 connected to a 2 or 4. And you might think at this point that basically we just stop. What other information have we? Virtually none. But the interaction between these V dominoes, as it were, is very interesting. I've seen this sort of thing before. So whatever pair is in this domino, and we don't know whether it's a 1, 4 or a 2, 3 domino, I'm going to colour it purple. That cannot be the pair in this one, because if this was 3, 2, this couldn't be a 2 or a 3. So that would have to be part of the 1, 4 pair. The same goes here, because both of these cells are looking at that cell. So if this was a 2, 3 domino, that couldn't be 3. So let's, again, we can colour it. That must be blue for exactly the same reasons that one's purple. So whatever these are, if these are 3, 2, those are 3, 2, and the blues are 1, 4. I mean, that much we know. We know more. We know more. Oh, okay. What? Oh my God. Okay, I'm getting to like this now already. One of these 2 dots on the X must be below 5, because that's how you make up 10, with one number below 5 and one number above it. And we have 3 of the 4 numbers below 5 in this column already. So the other one has to be blue. And that's interesting. It can't be here, because if blue is, say, 1, 4, and we don't know what it is, but if it was 1, 4, that would be a 1 or a 4. This couldn't be a 1 or a 4. It couldn't be a 1 because it would be in the same column as a 1. It couldn't be a 4 because it would need a V that's not marked. And this negative constraint does apply to the XV. I will probably get mixed up during the video about where the negative constraint applies, and that could mess up the solve. Let's hope not. Anyway, what I'm saying is this cell is not the blue cell in the column. This cell is. And the same has to apply here to this one. This must be blue. And I think the same has to apply here and here. This can't be purple, because, again, whether that's 1, 2, 3, or 4, if this was of the same colour, i.e. if purple is 2, 3, if that was another one of those, it would need a V or be the same. So, and it can't be blue because both blues have gone in this row. That is purple, and by the same token, that is purple. So we are beginning to get something coloured and something created here. I don't know how to express this. My mind has been blown again, because now I'm seeing how we can start, maybe. Oh, this is insane. Right, which way round? There is one way round that works and one way round that doesn't. Oh God, it's wonderful. Assume that these blues, assume that blue represents 2 and 3. Let's just go back to numbers. Yeah, assume blue represents 2 and 3. So we have our 2 and 3 for column 3. We have our 2 and 3 for row 7. That means that all of these cells cannot be 2 and 3. Well, we know, and indeed this cell can't be. We also know that these cells don't include 2 and 3 because they're either 1, 2, 4 or 2, 4, 8. Well, sorry, we know they can't include 3 because they're either 1, 2, 4 or 2, 4, 8. They clearly do include 2. But this cell would have to be 3. This is amazing. This cell would have to be 3. I'll just show you that. If blue is 2 and 3, then we've got a 1 here, and now we've got a huge problem because we've got 2, 4, 8 on the black cells, and whether they go round from the left or from the bottom, 2 is next to 3 and there's no V. So that doesn't work. So we've ruled out one of them just by looking at the grid and doing a bit of colouring. Right, and that means that blue and green are not 2 and 3. Blue and green, blue is not 2 and 3. Blue is 1 and 4. This is brilliant. Purple is 2 and 3. And now we know 2 digits in the grid immediately, 2 and 3. Blue turns out to be a terrible colour because of blue numbers on it. So let's try it with green. We're going to have to change to purple and green. Right, this now has become a 2. It's in a row with a 3. Look, that goes across the grid and makes that a 3. 2 there, 3 there. We've got numbers on the X's. 7, 8. Now we can't do the 1s and 4s. So those 2 cells are 6 or 9 to make up the 10. Don't be thinking that because there's no white dot between 3 and 4, or black dot between 2 and 4, say, that there's a problem. Because remember that the crop key cells, the crop key dots are not complete. They're not a negative constraint. Anyway, we've got a 3 here now. Yes, let's use this again. 2, 1 and 4. 2, 1 and 4 now all can't be in these cells because of row 7 and column 3 again. Therefore, 2, 1 and 4 are in these cells. Now, if we made this 8, 4, 2, then 1 would be next to 2. I don't know whether it would be there or there, but 1 would be next to it. It would need... no, hang on. No, that's the wrong way round. That would be if it needed a crop key dot. I knew I'd get this wrong. Oh no, it's 1. If it was 1, 2, 4... No, what am I thinking? I don't know what I'm thinking now. 1, 2 and 4 have to be in this group. So if it was 2, 4, 8, you'd have a 1 here. I think that's possible. And if it's 1, 2, 4, well, that's all sorted. Oh, grief. That means I don't even know whether this is 1, 2, 4 or 2, 4, 8 yet. How frustrating. Okay, I thought I would be deducing that. Now, what have I written up here? Something here has gone badly wrong. That should be a 2. There we go. Right. Now, where else can we go? Oh, no. Yes. Right. Look, the whole point is we've now placed 1, 4, 3 and 2 in every row 3, row 7, column 3, column 7. So all of these cells, I'm just going to colour them orange for now, do not have 1, 2, 3 and 4 in it. Actually, it's a sort of Fister-Maffel ring as well. We've got to get 3 3s, 3 2s, and probably 3 1s and 3 4s, although it could just be 2 1s and 4 4s or the other way around, into these corner cells. But I mean, that's kind of proved by what we've done here anyway. So, being very inarticulate today, I blame Christmas. So, 1, 3 and 4 all feature in these cells. 1 is not on the black dot because that is a Kropki dot and would need a 2 with it, and the 2 is here. So the Kropki dot is either 3, 6 or 4, 8. 1 is down here though, and therefore it's not with 4 in these two cells because they'd need a V. Therefore the 4 is up here. These two cells are 4 and 8. These two are 1 and 3. Look at this. 3 must be up here somewhere by Sudoku. 4 I don't know about. 1 I don't know about. But look, again, down here, we've got a 1 or a 4 there. 2 and 3 must be in this group of cells. And they can't touch each other because they would need a V, and there's no V. So they're on a diagonal from each other. And one of them's on the black dot, which is therefore either 3, 6 or I don't know which way round. Oh, this is so strange. I'm just going to mark in. They can't be. Oh yeah, they could be 4. Yeah, all of the Kropki numbers are possible here. Now 6 can't be. Yes, it could be next to the 3. The Kropki doesn't have a negative constraint. Okay, what else? What else can we learn? 7 can't be here. So 7's in one of these two. 7, therefore, can it be in this group? Can't be on the Kropki dot, so it would have to be over here. Then 3 would have to be over here. 7 would have to be here with 2. 3 and 6 there. And whatever this number is, you're not going to get it in there. That's not going to work. This is absolute madness. Okay, I can see that that's right though. Okay, let me try and explain it again. If 7, which now can't be in those cells, is in this group of 4, there's a problem. And that problem arises. The 7 can't be on the Kropki dot because it's not divisible by 2. The 7 would have to be over here. Now, because there's no x, that means the 3 would have to be here. It would have to be here with a 6. Now the 7 would be over here with a 2. But you've still got to fit, so 2, 3, 6, 7 here, you've still got to fit 1, 4, 5, 8 and 9 on these cells. Well, that's 1 of 1 or 4. But whatever the other number is from 1 or 4, it's pointing at all the other cells and it can't go in. So 7 is not there. 7 must be on one of these orange cells. And that means that over here, it's not in those two cells. It can't be next to the 3 because it would need an x. So it's in one of those two. And there's a 7 in one of those two by Sudoku. God, I mean, this is so brilliant. Right, where's 8 in row 3? 8's up there, remember? So 8 must now be in one of these cells. And one of those for what it's worth. That is quite helpful because 8 is in column 1 or 2 in box 1. It must be in column 1 or 2 in box 2 because it can't go in those cells. So it's down here. Yes, and therefore it's not here. Is this logic right? I just want to be sure. 8 there must mean 8 there, must mean 8 in one of those two. And 8 must be in one of those three. Yes, 8 is down here. That is a breakthrough because now we know 8 is not here. This is a 1, 2, 4 triple. We can put the 2 in. 1 and 4 there. This cell can't be 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 or 6. It's not quite as limiting as I'd hoped. 8 can't be next to the 2. So 8 is here. Not 1, 8. That fixes the 7, which now has to be here. This is so clever. We've got 5, 6 and 9 left in the box. We've got to put a 7 in up here now as well. In one of those two. Yeah, that's fine. But now 8 there and 8 there. I don't think 8 can go in these cells. It can't, because 3 and 2 have to be on the diagonal. Now, I don't know which way round they are, but if you put 8 on the other cell, it must be touching the 2 in one of those positions. So 8 is not in the white cells here, and it's not in those cells or that one, so it's here by pure elimination. And that means this isn't 2. In fact, look, I've got a 2 here. So I now know that 2 is in the bottom half here. That means that 3 is in the top half because they have to be diagonally opposed, and that doesn't tell me which way round they are. 3, it puts a 3 somewhere in one of those two cells. I mean, this is a brilliant puzzle. It really is very clever. Right, 2, 2. Oh, look at this. 2 in one of those two cells. But now this one cannot be 3 or 2. If it was a 3, it would be touching a 2 and there's no V. If it was a 2, it would be touching a 3 and there's no V. So that's not either of them. The only positions possible for 3 and 2 in the box are suddenly resolved. 7 can't be next to the 2, so 7 is here and here. 7 can't be next to the 3, I think I said the 2. 8 can't be next to the 2, so that's here, and no idea over here. That's very surprisingly unsymmetrical. So this is genius. Imagine this has just been done for a Secret Santa. It is so much better than that. 5, 6 or 9 there to make up the column. Now, is there some rule about 1 or 4 not being able to be here because of the XV constraint? No, I don't think there is. Okay. Now, the dot I haven't used is this one. There might be more I can do down here, but that is 5, 6 or 9. We're getting a lot of 5, 6 or 9 possibilities. Now, what about this dot? Oh my goodness, right. We've got a 1, 4 pair in row 5. And that means that this pair has to be higher than 4. It has to be a pair, because it can't be 3, 2. And that indeed is the point. 2 cannot be on that. So where does 2 go in the box? Not in those two cells for this reason. It's not available in those 3 because of that 2. It can't be there because of that 2. And it can't be here because of that 3 and no V. So we can place the 2. That sorts out this 2, 3 pair. That means this one on the black dot is a 1 or a 4. No, wait, the 3 sorts out a 1, 3 at the top. 1 can't be next to 4. I hadn't noticed that they were a pair. That 4 does sort out this one as a 1. 4 and 1 go in over there. that doesn't fix these two. No, don't think it does. It's amazing. I haven't unwound the green cells yet. I haven't seen how to do that. Maybe there is something glaring. 7 can't be next to 3 now. So 7 is there. These are parts of the classic 5, 6, 9 triple that's everywhere. In fact, it's in the final column. And therefore, these two have to be 4 and 7. And now we know what the greens are. That makes this one a 1. 9 here, 4, 1. That 1 is looking across the grid at a 4 there. 6, 1, 4. That 4 is looking back here at a 7. Of course, that could not have been a 4. We worked that out earlier. This is, well, we've got a 5, 6, 8 triple here. Now, that can't be 5 because of the dot. This can't be 6 because it's next to a 4. And that can't be 8 because it's next to a 2. That gives me a 5, 6, 8 triple. And that finally starts dealing with the 5, 6, 9s. That has to be 9 in the column. That's a pair. This can't be 9. Oh, but this is where I haven't got this filled in. Oh, this can't be 6. That means these have to include a 6, and this can't be 6. There must be a 6 there or there. So in row 8, there must be a 6 in one of these 3. 2, 1, 7, 6, 3. There must be a 4 down here. I'm missing something here. Probably am. That can't be 6 anymore. It's 5 or 9. It's odd that I can't finish these cells. Maybe I am missing an XV constraint there. Oh, look, 6 is seeing this. This was not a triple. That can't be 8 because it's next to the 2, and it can't be 6 because 6 is just sitting in the row not being scanned by a lazy person. Right, that can't be 8. Has this helped finishing this box? Not much. 6 is down here somewhere. 2 is in one of those 2 cells. 3 can't be in any of those, or that because of the 2. 6, 3, 2. 4 has to be in one of those 2. Does that restrict 1s? Yeah, where can 1 go? Not in any of those or that, or those by Sudoku. It can't go there because it would be next to a 4. It can't go there because it would be next to a 4. So I've got 2 positions for 1, which puts 1 in only 1 position in row 4. It's got to be there. That fixes this as an 8. This is now a 4, 8 pair. 7 and 9 are the remaining items in the row. 3 in box 4 now has to be there. This is now a 7, 5, 9 triple. That again works on this cell and fixes that as a 6, just like it made a 9 over here. This is the 4 in the column. Yes, it has to be. Now this is 5, 6 or 9. We're back to that triple combination again. 4, 8. Now we might have more information. 1. Yes, that can't be a 3 anymore. And that's quite weird actually, because that makes this a 2, 3 pair. So this is 5 or 9 in the center of the grid. What do you bet it's a 5? I don't know that yet. 5, 9, 2, 3. That could still be a 6, which is the oddly unsymmetrical part here. Now, this couldn't be... Oh, neither of these can be a... Oh, none of them can be a 9. So 9 is actually restricted to those 2 cells. But 5 is, of course, very unfettered in... Oh, look, that can't be a 9 because it's next to a 1. There we go. This is so good. So this is now a 176 triple. That's a 6, naked single. Unexpected. 1 and 7 here. And this triple is done. 5, 2, 2, 4, 7, 3, 1. Well, I'm getting the strong impression... Oh, look at that. This is a weird naked single. I was going to say I'm getting the strong impression that you will see this video because this is such a great puzzle. It has to be seen. Now, this is a naked single. 1, 3, 2, 4, 7 in the row. 9, 8 in the column. That leaves 5 and 6, but it can't be a 6 because of that 4 and no X. So that makes this a 6. Is that going to deal with all the 5, 6, 9s around the grid? I believe it is. 5, 5, yes. I think all those orange 5, 6, 9s are now done. They are. Let's uncolour the orange because that's just doing a bit of obscuring at the moment. In fact, we might as well uncolour the greens and purples because they've done their job entirely. Absolutely fascinating. Thank goodness for the colouring. Right, that is now an 8-9 pair that I can't disambiguate. 2 is a naked single there. 1 and 6 go in there. Now that has sorted out the 8-9 pair because 8 can't be next to 2. And I think we are just finishing off. I don't know who my secret Santa is, but I know they're a very good setter of puzzles. And I am very pleased with how that worked out. I don't know how the draw was done. I hope it was random, but if it wasn't, it's worked out very well for me, and I can be selfish about that. 4, 9, 3. Of course, you may one day see the puzzle I created for somebody else. Ooh, deadly pattern, but there must be something that disambiguates this. Yes, 3 next to 7 will do it. There might be something else as well, but that's what I saw. Brilliant. Absolutely excellent puzzle. Thank you so much to my secret Santa. That has been most entertaining and well worth it. I lucked out with that one. So thanks to that. Maybe I'll record the solve of the second one if I can manage to do that. And that might be another video. But I hope to see you soon on the channel because I know this is on the channel now at some point. I don't know when it's going out, but I know it's going out. And see you soon. Bye for now.